prepare for a 2-hour adventure. Danny, get them to their tables.
Oh, hi, everybody. It's me, Seth. All right, let's see. What's going on in this next game? I've been here since 5. Screw off. I'm lying down. Nope, that's the other thing. Okay, so this next one is, the next game is entitled Good Morning Corvair, and it is a group of inexpensive adventurers have been cast in a halfling reality show called Not Half Bad, hosted by halfling warlock Fairhaven Galandra of the House Galandra. That is played by Eric Ishii. Hey, my best friend. Her crew, 2 seer veterans, Ash, a dwarven rogue, played by Chris Lindsay, and Cinder, a warforged fighter, played by Darren DePaul. There's also... He's good! He is good. He's good and loud. And 2 elves of the Ardell Death Guard, Sorcerer Mazer, played by Dodger, and Cleric Tellerin, played by Jody Hauser. Hey, we just gave away some signed stuff by her. Also, Luke Gygax, who was reported to be on this episode, could not be here today. I'm going to read verbatim his message to us. Due to military obligations, Luke Gygax couldn't make this game. He's on a fire relief mission in the Ventura Fires. Thank you, Luke, for fighting the fires. And don't worry, we'll catch up with you soon. Luke Gygax, you're an amazing human. Thank you for being awesome here or not here and for doing such great work. And we'll play the game in your honor. And don't be afraid to throw a couple extra donations for Luke, who's out there making it a lot safer to be outside in this fair city. And now, without further ado, here's Satine Phoenix with the next awesome thing. Oh, wait. I talked about donations and I totally forgot. Here are some donation ideas applicable to this game. For $10, hey, thanks. For $25, you can give someone advantage. For $50, you can buy someone a reroll. For $100, you can buy an auto crit. And if I'm right about how Keith Baker ran this, it's not just an auto crit, it's an auto hit. You go all the way straight to crit. Just roll damage and roll double the dice. $250 buys a magic mutation of a player. We don't know what that means, but you're into it. And then for $500, players encounter a monster of the DM's choice. And for $600, resurrection, you bring someone from dead all the way back to life, and they're standing and at full health. So all that's awesome. Do all of that with Satine right now. Here it's happening. Enjoy.
Hi, guys. Or rather, good morning, Corvair! Welcome to Eberron. It's a Dungeons & Dragons game. I am Satine Phoenix, past host, now Dungeon Master. Before we start, turns out there was a little mishap that had happened. There were a bunch of donations for Rudy's game, and he didn't get them. So I'm using them for my game.
Yeah! This is our game.
That's right. We have a ton of advantage to give. A ton. What we're going to do is we're going to count it. Erica, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm number 6.
Oh. Boo.
So I'm going to roll a dice. This is the 40th anniversary Dungeons & Dragons Ruby dice. And I'm going to roll it, and whoever gets it, or whatever number is who gets it. So, I do roll low usually, but, well, we'll see. Okay, here's the first one.
Don't say that on number 5.
That goes to number 1.
Hey!
Number 2. 3. Oh man, why am I saying numbers? Okay, the third one goes to... That's off. Number 1. The fourth one goes to... Number 2. I told you I roll really low.
Don't do this.
The next one goes to number 5.
Yeah!
The next one goes to number 4.
Finally.
Yes.
These are
the last one of those that I'm giving happens to be a $250. Did you guys hear what the $250 donation is?
Magic mutation?
Yeah. Funny thing about Eberron is there's a place called the Moorlands, and radiation happens, and what I like to happen inside the Moorlands is random chaos, which is a mutation. So we'll see who gets the mutation.
Oh, God.
It should be like a white elephant gift where, like, you can give it to someone else, but then something happens. But that's too complicated. That would be number 5.
What do I do?
I will say what happens when it happens.
Great.
Before we even started, there were a bunch of donations. And let's see, we've got 3, 2, with my horrible math, I will say there are 3 auto crits.
Wow. Dang. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so
let's
much.
let's roll for that.
Those first rolls were for advantage, right?
Her number 6.
Oh.
Number 1.
Yay!
Number 6. I'm gonna give it to you guys because that's just silly. I already have one. Number 4. I don't roll 3s apparently, so.
You got an advantage roll, right?
Oh, I did? Okay, good. So, we will get more donations throughout the game. I have my trusty iPad here, which hopefully will tell me. And let's see. A big thank you to those who have donated, and we will begin our adventure. There's a giant scar on the Eberron continent. Let me start over. There's a giant scar on the Eberron continent of Corvair, previously known as Sire, now known as the Moorland. You all answered an ad in a tavern in order to make a quick buck, but you're not quite sure what it's all about. You know it has to do with a celebutante named Fairhaven Golanda, and that the adventure is in the Moorlands. About an hour ago, an airship picked you up to take you to the mysterious destination. It's nighttime, and the aurora from the Moorlands dances across your fellow adventurer's face. In this moment, everyone here, except for Erica, is in the room. So why don't you describe your character, we'll say you're sitting at a table to make it easy. There's food on the table. Describe yourselves to each other.
God, this is the most epic table I've ever been at.
Oh, you're on an airship, okay? Do you know
fair.
about airships? The airships on Eberron are like run by elementals.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it is kind of epic. Yeah, you're really high in the air. Why don't you start?
Hello, everybody. My name is Bazaar. And I'm not eating right now because I have my mask on, and sometimes I try to eat with the mask on. It's really awkward, and I feel like people are looking at me, so I decided to just skip out on the food because you have to scooch it under the mask. It just looks weird, and so but I'm an elf, and I'm ready. I'm pretending that the reason I'm not eating is because I'm very serious about this situation.
So there's a bit of awkwardness happening.
I'm a little awkward.
Yeah.
And you were sitting next to?
Telan, who's just sort of side-eyeing her because I've seen this happen way too many times, and I'll just, you gotta keep your strength up, you get some food in there.
I'm good. I'm filled with excitement for what we're doing.
I'm a perpetually annoyed, also elf. I do not wear a mask, but my face is just a mask of annoyance at the moment.
It's pretty normal for the elves of this region.
But I somehow managed to look even more annoyed than a normal elf does. So.
Nice. Resting elf face.
Resting elf face. Yes, exactly.
Across from you two are these gentlemen.
I'm playing Ash. Ash is a soldier from Sayre, and they lost her. He's very bitter, and he's a dwarf, and he's sitting there, and he's got a drink, and there's food, and the food has been pushed all the way across, and he's got the third mug already lined up, and he's ready for the fourth whenever they'll deign to bring it to the table.
Drunk on an airship. That's awesome.
That's right. You gotta strap in when you get on one of these things.
And you are accompanied by
Cinder. I'm a warforged fighter. I was built for this. Some people may not see me as human, but Ash does, and I do what Ash says. I'm merely here to protect him, and apparently protect you two. This job is not starting out well.
Who said we need protecting?
I said you need protecting, and it's the truth.
Okay.
You got this one with a mask, you got that one with an attitude. If we go into battle, what's going to happen? You die first, you die second.
Actually, you don't know.
That is true.
She
That is
speaks
true.
words of wisdom, ish.
Ish? Is that a language? I don't know them. I'm merely learning. We were in prison for a long time. We
That's true.
escaped. We escaped. I used the cell's keys to plunge them into the warden's eyes. These keys that I wear around my neck. They're right here.
That's right. They beat us for days, and then they took the bear away. That's
He
when the real
says-
torture began.
They beat us for days, and then they took our bear away. I don't know why there was a bear in the cell. There was not a bear in the cell, but if Ash says it, it's true. There was a bear in the cell, and they bloody well took it away.
That's right.
And barging through the door with glitter in her hair and a skip in her step, and followed by a little gnome with this floating crystal ball, is ba-boom.
Hello, everybody. I'm Fairhaven Galanda. You may have heard of me, of the Galanda Gold Dragon in Fortune. Yes, thank you so much for volunteering for all of this. Now, make sure that you're all camera ready in, let's say, what do we say, Crystal?
1 minute.
In 1 minute.
What?
Oof. Well, we'll do the best we can, won't we? I like the robot.
Crystal's.
What are we doing in this?
Crystal is this gnome, and he's very small, but he's like wearing a little skirt, and he's very just excitable. And he goes, "Okay, now you gotta make your entrance."
Oh, right. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, we'll be right back. And, smiles, everyone.
So she rushes out, and this little gnome, kind of does this thing, and this little crystal ball just floats in front of your face and kind of does this thing, and then floats, and then comes back. And you see, you see all these little eyes inside of this crystal ball, this orb situation. Ta-ta! And this epic music plays. and he says, you lucky few have been cast in a reality show hosted by our amazing Fairhaven Galanda of the House Galanda. In today's episode, you'll be holo-dropping into the moorlands to rescue Stefan. Then, you'll make your way to the lightning rail and head out before the radiation dissolves your skin. Do you have any questions?
Yes. What was that again?
So you're here, and you're on a scrying show,
Yes.
and you've been chosen to do this,
Yes.
and you're going to jump out of the airship, and you're going to land in the Moorlands, and then make your way out before you die.
And we're rescuing someone?
Oh, yes, and there's a gentleman named Stephen down there. He's very important.
Stephen or Stefan?
Stefan. I'm sorry. Stefan.
And why
this
is
true?
there?
Are
Yes.
you telling the truth?
Absolutely. Would this face lie to you?
Yes, it might.
He says, because you're very tall and he's very small.
Yes. Are you lying now?
Absolutely not. Let me introduce Fairhaven.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Corvair. Please welcome our newest contestants. Hopefully, they'll do much better than the last batch. Isn't that right, Crystal?
Yeah, but you're going in this time, so they have to.
sorry,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah, you're going in. This is extreme reality scrying. Yeah, from the higher ups, they said we have to do it like this.
You know what? This is great. This is my chance.
I really think it's your chance. Oh, hold on a second.
Hey, give us just a moment.
And the crystal ball just kind of looks at you guys. So
I have to do this before.
you have to do it because they're gonna shut us down if you don't do it. You have to make a big
there?
Stronger than
What
that.
about?
If there's scrap.
Just go with it. It'll be fine.
Okay, well,
Hello.
maybe this is good for me. Maybe this is the chance to show Daddy that, just because he bought my powers, I can still use them.
Don't say that out loud. The scrying stone's on.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I'll be there with you.
do we have an extraction team ready?
It's in the script.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So this is really exciting. The scrying crystal kind of floats up and gets a wide shot. So you are going into the Moorlands. A lot of you with only the things on your back, these goggles,
Thank you.
and this featherfall stone.
Thank you.
Only press it when it's time.
How do we know this time?
So, and he begins to explain about there is a point which you like. I forgot how many feet it was because I didn't write it down. I think it's like, we'll say 1,000 feet. You have to hit it at 1,000 feet,
All right.
and you're jumping at like 6,000 feet.
How do we know when we got to 1,000 feet?
You have to judge it.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
She dies first. She dies
does.
second. She's already dead.
It's
I'm not very heavy. I think I'll be okay. Right? That matters.
all right. Yeah, I feel like I'll win on the air and the
been good
leaf
work,
in the
Ian.
wind.
Well, all I have to say is that, you know, if you do die, make sure that we get a clean shot of it.
Absolutely.
And that you cheat towards camera.
So, if you don't press your feather fall button in time, splat. If you don't make the target tower, splat in the mutant overgrowth next to the tower. If you complete this task, you'll each get 500 gold pieces. If you don't make it out in time, your face will melt off your bones and you'll suffer a horrible death.
Robots don't have bones.
Lucky you! But I'm going with you, so please let's take this out. Okay, we're gonna make it out. Okay, all right, it's going to be great. Now we're approaching the spot where we have to jump, so let's all go to the top. And he kind of shuffles you out and pushes you all up and gathers you.
We're
And
going to the top because it makes
On
a
deck.
difference another 20 feet up on the stupid ship.
so he gets you to the
No.
top of the ship where there's like a little platform for you guys to jump.
All right.
Here's the thing. The moorlands are, and the wind is, the moorlands are really dangerous, and there's lots of crazy monsters down there. Yeah. And also there's a lot of crazy monsters in the air. So just be careful, all right? Now if you want to speed up, here you're flying like this, you're falling like this, and you're going to speed up. Ball up, okay? And if you want to slow down, just super squirrel. The squirrel's never on, right? Super squirrel out. And you can go normal. You can go forward. You can go left or right, but you have to course correct to get back in time. Otherwise, totally fine. You'll be just fine.
All right, and you going first.
You're not allowed to buy the paper ever again.
So, where's in there? It is. Okay, and you hear this. Okay, everybody on the platform, we have to go. Okay, any last minute plans? Do you want to? You and I should stay together. And he gets out a rope and he like ties it around his waist and he ties it around your waist.
Oh, that's already
Okay.
a bad idea.
Okay, we have about like 1 minute.
Okay.
What are we supposed to do?
Figure out how you want to make it out there. And he puts goggles on. Put your goggles on.
All right.
Oh.
I've already got my goggles on. Can't you tell?
He's got the feather fall stone in one hand, and he's got everything just strapped to him.
Okay. We'll go first because we are so very brave.
All right then. Push.
Hey, as he jumps, he goes, "By the way, you can't talk while you're falling." And that's all you hear. And there's the people on deck who are like, "You're gonna miss it. You're gonna splat if you don't go right now.
Going jump.
Jump.
Jump." You just all.
If that was the last thing I ever see, that's enough. That's the most amusing thing ever. Beep.
There you guys are. You're falling out of the sky.
My mask starts to like fly off, and I like try to push it back in place.
Sleight of hand.
My bearded part's in the middle,
15.
Nice.
and it goes up.
You do what?
The bearded part's in the middle, and it goes up.
Your beard?
The beard, the huge, bushy dwarf beard.
So, your mask, but you got, did you have the feather fall? Where are you guys holding your feather fall? You're just
Right.
holding it?
Right.
Okay, remember that. You really want to remember that. So you got that, but you're holding the other like this, right? Okay.
So I'm like in a half.
both my.
I surreptitiously cast prestidigitation to make sure that the glitter stays in my hair and everything is like just perfect.
You don't have to. You just have this on pretty much so often that your body just like naturally produces glitter. Like you just have like this weird like little spell thing happening in the back of your head like at all times. You just always have glitter. You roll a d20 Arcana.
5.
You don't leave a glitter trail.
Ah!
Boo! Beard part, you guys are following. Everyone roll perception checks.
Ooh. 8.
19.
Did you add your
I don't think I have any.
Okay.
22.
Natural 20 for 27.
Hey, nice.
9.
13.
19.
Okay. Everyone that rolled over a 10.
That was a waste of a crit.
That's right. That's true.
You guys see these large shadows come out of the aurora around you. You were like inside of an aurora borealis, guys. This is really cool. Unless you don't like that thing, then it's not cool. You're falling into it. You're focused on these two. Your Warforged-like senses tracking and to see when that moment is you're supposed to do your thing. The rest of you see these shadows coming in. Therefore, you don't see this. One of the shadows is next to you and kind of pops up, and all of a sudden these what looks like. Okay, do I describe this as like a human being or a Dungeons and Dragons? It's like a manta ray, right? So it's got like these like things on the ends, except for like the things are spikes, and so you see it coming at you. So go ahead and I'm going to attack on accident. It's not my fault. It's you missed. And I rolled terrible. So you see this spike thing come up, and it just looks like this wing flaps up in front of your face. The rest of you guys can maneuver if you would like to avoid all this stuff.
Yes, please.
Okay, so let's see how we're gonna do this. This is the smallest map you'll ever see. Here is your target. Everywhere else is out of the target range. You have a feeling that within the next 7 rounds, you're going to need to be where you are. You're going to be where you need to be in order to hit the button and not splat. So, what are you doing? You see this thing, how do you want to avoid it? Do you want to take the hit? Do you want to move out of the way?
I want to move.
Okay. How would you like to move? Do you want to slow down, speed up? Do you want to move left, right, forward, or backward? Basically, it's A, B, up, down, left, right.
Can I... I want to, as it's coming toward me, I want to like... This might be a terrible idea. I want to like push off of it so that I'm slightly above it, so that it goes under me.
Okay, so like acrobatics, you want to like leapfrog it?
Yeah, kind of. I want to just be either above or below it so that it can just like go past me, but I'm not moving away from like the destination too much.
Okay, so you are going to acrobatics leapfrog. That's what we'll say.
Great.
Acrobatics leapfrog.
This is a 6.
Fantastic. You go to acrobatics leapfrog it, and you realize how slimy it is, and you slip and you fall towards the end, and you just miss. I'm rolling really low. Yay for you guys! And you just get launched back up, but you are now above everybody else.
Okay.
You can kind of see everybody else.
Okay.
So now you, Dodger. Okay, the Dodger is 1 up. Okay, but now you are above and you can clearly see the situation.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm going to slow up so I can be closer to her because I saw what
Okay.
nonsense she just tried to do and how it did not work.
Okay, so you scroll out and you do that. What do you do?
I'm going to try and get myself into a position where I can just totally miss it, and then I'm going to bowl up into a little cannonball and just drop straight through.
Okay. So you are going to, we'll just say you cannonball away and you miss it completely. You're missed completely. You are ahead of everybody. Actually, you are like on the same level as her and I.
Okay.
So, so that means that you two are 2 back. Oh, this is fun. I will auction off this crazy ass note and because this is going to end up wacky. Okay. All right. What are you doing?
So we are already past it.
There. Okay. So as we pass it, you rolled. What did you roll?
A 19 for perception.
You definitely see another one right underneath. What do we do?
Let's avoid this one too.
Okay. So do you want to? Okay. I'm like, how do I help you without helping you?
No. So I try and we try and maneuver.
You maneuver away.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right.
And then we try to do it winsomely.
Okay. Oh, I have it. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, what you can do is like, no, okay. The little gnome takes the rope and kind of goes, "Ugh!" and pulls you so that you're not just falling, but you're gliding across, and the two of you kind of spin out. Now the target is not underneath you. Mm-hmm. So, okay, that was boom, boop, doop. Okay, so. That happens. Everyone roll perception checks.
Oops.
19.
14.
4.
Nice.
10.
12.
Okay, so this time you guys totally know. You see what's happening. You're able to maneuver. You can just kind of move in and out very gently to kind of avoid these. The 3 of you. We'll start here. You rolled a what?
4.
Awesome. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a thing. So
It's fine.
what happens is, okay. Woo-wee. Okay, so you're like, I got this. Your beard gets up in your face, and you hit the side of this slimy manta ray flying spiky thing, and you just go sliding down, and you are now covered in goo. And as you're sliding down, you hit the spikes super hard. For 7 points of damage.
Ow.
And now you are kind of bracing on to this side of this manta ray. But the really cool part is like it's going down and you can feel it moving up. So you're getting ready, like things are happening.
I pour it over to Crystal and I'm like,
And now the scrying stone's like all up in your face. The scrying crystal doesn't seem to have any problem flying or falling, and it just happens to be maneuvering. What would you like to do?
I'm still by the first one that I didn't notice.
You have passed it now.
But there's one underneath.
Yes.
How big is it, if I could ask?
They're huge. We're talking like the studio.
I would like to try and land on it and grapple it if I could.
All right. So what you do see
Yes.
is that it's super slimy.
Indeed.
On its spine, there are spikes, and at the edge, spikes on the spine, spikes on the tail, and spikes on the edges of the wings. Thank you, Rudy Rutenberg, for making this falling thing. It's super fun. So that's what you see. So how would you like to do that?
Could I grab a spiky wing and try and ride it?
All right, cool. So we're just gonna do a.
I am a robot. I do not make good choices.
It seems logical.
It does. If you see a spike, you ride it. That's what Ash always said in prison. The fires have really got me. LA is on fire, and I'm coughing. I apologize to everyone in our viewing audience.
Yeah, drink all the water you want, cough all you want.
Thank you. Sorry. So I'm
I get
attempting to grapple our friend Manta.
Okay.
First name Ray.
All right, so you're going to
Ray Manta?
Ray
Yeah,
Manta.
Manta Ray would be
So
this
you're gonna grab
universe.
this.
That's a Ray
Yeah.
Manta. Yes.
You're gonna roll
Yes.
athletics.
Which would be.
So you're just aiming
This is
for
going
it.
to be right here.
Oh, good. +7. Good.
So
Good.
you're
Good.
falling towards. It's kind of moving away like this.
Yeah.
And then you go to grab it.
22.
Fantastic. You grab this thing. Go ahead and roll acrobatics. Just
That's
see.
just going to be your dex, which is
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, no.
I got a 10.
You grab the side or the spine of this
Yes.
thing and you're riding it. You realize you have one foot on one side and the other foot on the other, and the spikes are super long. So boom, 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 and you're now surfing this manta ray. You're not falling anymore, and it's not moving very fast, but you feel like you can get your bearings up and you can see the situation. And as you do that, you see everyone else that was up high now drop really fast below you. Did we go? Or was that the other
I
one?
don't think you went.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay. I would like to. So I got a 12. So I see, and we already passed the second one as well.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
We fly on and we're good, but we are out of, we're not in line with the target.
Rats. All right. I'd like to twirl back onto target.
How would you like to do that?
I would like to leap gracefully, do a jeté. I've had ballet training, you see.
Okay.
Only the finest from Daddy.
All right, so you jeté over, and Crystal's like just watching you do that in the air, and then does another rope.
I would like to add
yeah.
too. I would like to add too that I have absolutely nothing to do with the things going right. I just all definitely Crystal, but I have no idea.
Crystal goes kind of like, and you just. This is just ridiculous. The whole thing is really silly. You've never seen anything like this. I won't tell you how you feel, but it's pretty silly. All right, everyone roll perception checks.
20.
26.
5.
8.
15.
Awesome. So the rest of us, the ladies, what did you guys get?
5.
The ladies, you managed to be able to be like, boop, bop, you're fine, we're all fine.
I object to that.
maneuver.
That was a robot noise. I should have made it. That was robotics. I object to this.
I don't know that those
I don't
noises
think-
sound like they're in your wheelhouse.
Have you been to my wheelhouse? It is an actual house made of a wheel.
And it goes beep, a bop, a boop, a bop.
You have been there. Take off your mask. Now I might recognize it's you. It's you.
I'm your mother!
None of this
That's
is
our
canon.
story.
But this might be
is it?
cannonball.
That's true.
Thank you.
So you, okay, this is what happens with you. You, off to the side, knowing that you are not on target to where you need to be and you're going really fast. It's really getting harder to gauge how far up. Also, you guys know that falling straight down is good. You can't actually see the ground yet. You can't see your target yet. You're really just hoping for the best. The moorlands are very foggy, dense, like the color that happens through. It's much like these curtains behind you. Yeah, imagine that, but more colorful, like my hair. So there you are, falling. Boom.
That's beautiful.
It is, but also scary. And you're just rocketing down so fast. You don't see this giant, bony, vulture-y creature just snap at you. What are you rolling in?
I rolled an 8.
18, right?
8.
Oh,
It was an 8.
You don't
And now
see
you
it,
have been 8.
and it does a thing. That's funny because it's true.
Ah!
Alright. This thing is big. This thing's super big. And it chomps you for 14 points of damage.
Ow.
And you know what else it does, dwarf? It cuts your beard.
Oh, good. I was going to do that anyways.
But now it's only like that short.
That's fine because now it's not in my eyes.
It is no longer in your eyes, so that is the thing. You don't have time to move away. You see this happening. You're still off. Okay, and you're down. Okay, you're normal. Okay, so what would you like to do? You see this bird situation happening, and there's
I
another
did roll
bird.
a 5.
Oh, you rolled a 5.
Yes.
Haha, you're looking at your friend, and then boom, out of the corner of your eye for 8 damage, cronk, cracks your wood just a smidge for 8 damage.
And does it damage the Raymanta that I'm currently riding?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. No. Actually,
I'm
none
above
of that
this frame.
matters.
Exactly.
You can't see anything because they're all below you.
Beat Bob,
Beat Bob.
as Ash
You're
told me.
fine.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, but your friends aren't fine.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Alright.
It might not be the right one.
As the thing comes in to chop me, can I kind of roll out of the way and use my uncanny dodge to kind of mitigate some of that damage as it's coming across?
Yeah. You know why else? Because you're also at the end of the mana ray.
That's good. And it's slimy.
So the two gentlemen are on the mana ray. You two are just.
You're on the matter with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll say there is. See what time it is. There is. We'll say that there's like one more round to get down. So you're falling. Perception check. Oh my God! We crossed $3,000.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Somebody needs to turn the notifications on for this iPad. We have a ton of donations.
Whoa.
Wow. We have advantage for Chris, Darren, Erica, Dodger, and Jody. We have, so write this down. Okay. Oh my God. Wow.
Oh my God! Wow.
Oh
what
my
else am I
God.
supposed to write down?
Okay.
What else we get?
So we have advantage for Erica.
What is?
Advantage for Erica.
Ooh.
Advantage to
Thank you.
Dodger. So that you can use these on your rolls. Advantage for everybody. Advantage to Darren from Ryan Rose. Advantage to Darren. Sorry, Erica, you've already got plenty, and Darren needs our love. $50. What's $50? That goes to Dodger.
That's not what you paid for. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna pay $50 for that. Thank you.
Okay, $50 also went towards Darren. Don't know what that is.
Damn.
It's good.
And
Did.
advantage,
If I do it, I will put your eye out.
advantage
Okay,
to Darren.
Hello.
And it says, Darren finds a penny on the back of a mana ray, picks it up all day long.
He has good luck.
Yes.
Beat Bob,
And
catchphrase.
this just in, and I'm pointing at you, Erica.
It's Justin.
Champion Stormcaller donated $250 to give you a mutation.
Thank you! Outstanding!
Oh my God! What a perfect character to use.
Sometimes it's for the children, so, and I don't have to eat a spider, so.
It's true!
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna get through
Fantastic.
this.
I ate a spider for my last charity stream for the ACLU.
You don't have to eat any
Yeah.
spiders.
That's what I said in my promo. Not eating any spiders.
That's right. So that is a thing.
Or will she?
Or will
Thank you
I?
guys for donating. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank
for doing that.
you.
You can, yeah. Let's get through this. But you guys can
Yeah.
also, we'll just.
Do we know what the $50 one is? Or
I'm gonna say reroll.
Good.
I don't remember what it is. I didn't write it down. So we're gonna say it's a reroll, I think. And yeah, I don't know. So it's a reroll.
Thank
All
you.
right, so
But
reroll
just
for
thank you
Darren
so
and
much.
reroll for Dodger. Okay, so there you are. You're flying. The rest of you see the target in sight, and it's right there. And you have a feeling that you should probably push the button. and you push the button, and you make it down, and you land on this thing. However, way up high, the two gentlemen in your group are nowhere to be found.
What was that
You
about? Who
didn't
was dying?
see them?
I guess they died. Let's just go.
So, the two of you, you're surfing this manta ray, but now it is out of bounds. It's definitely gone too far in one direction.
I guess they died. Let's just go.
All right then.
You can't hear me.
You also can't.
I just assume you're saying it.
Actually, you don't talk with a mouth. You can just make sounds. You're pretty much the only thing that makes sounds
Yes.
up here.
Beep bop died. Beep bop go.
So what are you guys doing? You're up here. You're about one round off course.
So I'm going to do a roll off the back of this thing and try and get back on course again. I got like all kinds of climbing skills and stuff, so I'm going to use the spikes to climb my way over to one edge and dive off the side.
Okay, is it acrobatics or are you climbing?
Climbing athletics.
All right.
And I'm going to use one of my advantages.
So do the climbing and then. So are you just gonna go and then bundle or?
Yeah. Well, once I'm on course again, I'm going to bundle up.
Okay.
I'm using advantage, and that's a good thing too. Yes, because advantage gives me a 26.
You see your little dwarf friend like a spider, and just and rocket down. You guys now see this rocketing dwarf come plummeting down.
Fantastic, and here comes the dwarf!
What do you do as you see him go?
Beep bop, I shall follow suit with Ash.
So are you gonna run off of it, or you're like?
I shall attempt to slide my way and dive.
Okay. So go ahead and acrobatics.
Oh dear.
Do you have a reroll or an auto crit or something?
I do have a reroll, but let's see what happens. I rolled a 7.
That's not good.
You're
gonna
know.
get hit by some
Let's
spikes.
see what happens.
Okay, so you make.
I like your
You're
style.
going down. You got this thing. You're sliding. You're actually standing. You're trying to. What is that thing when you're surfing on like? But you're just standing like paddleboarding or something. You're just like, and right into the spikes for a measly 1 damage, and but you basically like fly off it. The tail was going flick. You fly off it, you just scratch. You've got this like cool scar now, more than what you had in the war and stuff.
Indeed.
And you are rocketing down.
Excellent.
Are you following suit?
Yes.
2 men are falling out of the sky for you guys. What are you doing? You're just gonna.
I'm just watching.
Are we getting this live?
Absolutely.
Fantastic!
So all the eyes are blinking in there. You make it down, you make it back in, and you push the button, and you guys fall, and you lightly touch.
We thought you died.
We thought you died.
I owe you a 50 gold, Crystal.
I got this great scrape. Are you impressed by this?
That's
No.
a very cool scope. No.
I hang my head and go beep bop.
As you guys are standing there, everyone roll perception. There's a lot of perception in this one.
Oh no.
What did you roll? A 1?
A 1.
I rolled 9.
You're really concerned about the sadness of this Warforged. You don't see what did you guys roll?
17.
I got a 3.
You also are concerned.
Keeping in my theme, I rolled a 5.
17.
9.
You guys are very concerned about this Warforged. You don't care at all. So you.
I know he can take it.
That's right. What you see is very strange. On the top of this tower, there are these halfling heads, but they're statues, like this. And you see them like moving, and you hear these like things, but it's the way the wind is hitting, you'd have to like walk closer to really hear what they're saying. But there's a lot of noise coming out from it. The other thing you see, there's a lot of bloody splatters on the ground, and there is a dead guy, definitely a dead guy, and there's behind everybody, up on this platform thing, like the ledge, is. It's like death time loop happening. There's also a door.
Galanda, is this your lot over here? Take a look.
Oh, look at that. Do I recognize any of the halflings or? Nobody I know. Thank you for asking, though, because like all halflings know each other or something.
Well, don't you?
What's this? What is?
I think there's like a relay, maybe the like way that people can communicate. I don't know. There's some gnomes over there.
What if this is the undead?
What are you talking about? All right. So
I don't think they're alive in the beginning, so they are not dead.
Oh.
But that was a good guess.
Be vigilant.
I think they're undead.
Oh.
Well done. I would not insult your guessing. I have suffered many scars in my life, this being one of them. Example 1. Yet the scar of shame that you inflicted upon me hurts the deepest.
Rama.
This is amazing.
Well,
Hey, Cinder, what are they saying?
They are saying the scar of shame hurts the deepest. Beep, beep, beep,
Do you go
boop,
up to
boop,
see?
I feel
boop.
very uncomfortable.
All right, that's it. I'm walking.
I am very
go up
uncomfortable
to, I go
because
up
of
to
the
them. Hello, we are the team of this season of Not Half Bad. How are you doing today?
So, some of the, as you walk up, some of the gnomes, some halfling, like, they're busts, and they're like, and stuff is, like, noise is coming out, and what you hear as you're talking to it, you hear screaming, you hear, just save us, we gotta get him out of here, I'm not gonna make it, and you hear the, like, this is one statue, and you move to another, and you just hear the cries of help as the magical nuclear bomb or whatever it is that destroyed this area, you're in that last moment, and it happens to be looping.
You hear my inner monologue after the terrible shame that was inflicted on me by Mazare.
Why is this entirely my fault?
Love it.
How does this always happen?
Ma'am.
Oh gosh, we have a limited time to get to that Stefano character and get him out of here. So let's move along, people.
Oh.
All right. Well, where is
But
he?
remind me for editing purposes, we're gonna get a talking heads with the two of them and get each other's sides.
I'll
of
get
the
it as
story.
we're
Okay,
walking.
we'll get it as walk and talk. Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is cool. So this is cool. We're just gonna go. Okay, we're going through the door.
Is that a door?
Okay.
Wait, what? Is that a door?
There is a door, so you're the only one that's paying enough attention to see the body and the head and like everything going on around. Everyone else is kind of just like concerned. There is a door, and it's like partly ajar.
I'm going to walk up and see if somebody booby trapped it.
You walk up, you don't even need to check. There is a dead body lying in the door.
Oh, well, then they did. All right, then. Go on you. And I push the body out of the way. Open
So you
the door.
move the body out of the way, flings it over. There's now another dead body on here, and you open the door. You guys follow it?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Perhaps I should just stay here. No one would care if I went in or not.
Oh, stop belly aching, you big...
I do not have a belly from which to ache. But if I did, it would.
Get up here.
Very well, I shall.
Thank you, Cinder.
Okay.
This is why you never work with amateurs.
I'll give it as we're walking
Hey,
in.
guys.
I'll give a little bow to the body.
Thank you for the thank you.
That is more than she did for me in my fragile ego. Enjoy this moment of solace, dead body. You cannot appreciate it. I could have, and yet I did not receive such a gift.
You have this feeling that the gods have blessed you all with a reroll. Just now. And I think we hit I think we're at 3,500.
All right, then.
Thank you.
Where do we get a spider?
No spiders.
Actually, I mean, yeah, If are there any local places that have spiders?
We're not. There's no spiders are going to be harmed.
No, but if you eat one, I'll eat one at 10.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Nope.
Satine feels uncomfortable with this, but
This is not your game, Rudy.
All right then. So I'm gonna move forward.
I'm game
and
if you are, Rudy.
I'm in if you're in.
Hey, shut up.
Oh yeah, well okay.
Okay, I'm going forward into the thing.
$10,000. They both will eat tarantulas. Can we move on now?
That's right. It's through.
And I'm gonna film it, so we're filming it.
We're all a team here. We need to learn to work together. Otherwise, our faces will melt off. So let's just pick up that spirit and pick up the pace, all right?
Yeah, that's right. You should stay behind. Let's go.
He's so rude. I know. I heard her say, like, just personally between her and me, that she does not like the color of your cogs. I would just watch out for that.
Thank you very much. I shall keep this to myself right after I say this. What is wrong with the color of my cogs?
What color are your cogs?
You do not like them.
I don't?
Yes. This has been told to me in private. I was supposed to keep it private.
What are you doing? You're right. I don't like them.
Shame has been cast upon me again. I shall go and talk to a dead gnome. Perhaps they will share my suffering and pain. No, they won't, for they are dead. The only suffering and pain is suffered by me.
I don't know what's happening.
The really not either.
Okay. All right, so let's go down this corridor then.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, we're probably gonna die. Let's go down this corridor then.
We shall die and no one shall care. Oh joy, what a wonderful adventure we are having. I'm so glad we escaped eternal torment in prison to do this.
The rest of you follow down.
Oh,
and
what a backstory this one has.
so you guys make it down the corridor, and
Is it dark?
there's a lot of doors. Lots
Dark
of
in my
doors.
mind.
There
You insulted me.
there are sconces on the wall, and they're lit, but there's a sickly weirdness to them.
Okay.
Speaking of sickly weirdness, your right foot is starting to do something really weird. Yeah, you feel a little slower than everybody else. And your boot is starting to get real tight.
It's probably just falling asleep. It happens to me sometimes.
I know, you're right. I never listened.
But as you walk through this corridor, there are many doors and there's a stairway. Yeah. You do know that the person is in this building, and there are a lot of rooms and lots of doors. You don't know where they are. All you know is they're here.
If they were here recently, then there's got to be some kind of a sign that they were like chomping about the place. Getting to look for that.
All right. What exactly are you looking for?
I don't know, any kind of track or something. Any a tracker, for question that.
Investigation would do.
All right, we'll do that.
The dwarf stomps around with his newly fresh shaven
Since this is
beard.
time sensitive, I'm gonna go ahead and use my advantage.
How many doors are there?
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get better than that. So that'll be a 26.
You find what you're looking for. You find where there's lots of tracks, and you can't really tell if they were recent or a long time ago. There's a level of dust in here that doesn't make sense for these lights and the torches. But you do see these tracks all going to one room.
All right, it's right there. There it is.
You make your way down
Great
to
work.
this room.
If it's so easy, then why don't you do it?
It's at the end of the hall. Don't worry about it. It was very impressive.
I roll to see which door I open. I open door number 1.
Door number 1 happens to be the door on the very end, which is where the tracks were.
Brilliant.
Isn't that fun how that works?
That's why we're a team. That's why we're a
Two
team.
of you gentlemen just walk up. Boom. Poof. Poof opens up, and you're in a map room. At the end of this room, you see a pile of dead creatures. But also in this room are maps and lots of papers.
Can we tell what they are maps of?
Do you walk up to them?
Yes.
So you walk up to them. They're maps of the city. Sire was a very large, bustling, prominent city before it was decimated by the explosion or whatever it is that took it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look at them like, while itching my foot.
Your boot now is cracking open. It's really, your boot's super tight. Your voice is doing something really weird.
It's probably all the laughing.
It's getting higher.
What? Nah.
It's really strange. But yeah, your throat is just, it's really itchy.
Aw.
So, yeah, you look at the maps, there are maps about, there's like maps of the entire city, there's maps of sections of the city.
Question.
Answer.
We were from Sire. So we know this. We know
You
this.
do know this city.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is there any other way out of this room? Because I'm not looking at a map of the city I already know.
Yes, the door you came in is the door out of this room.
Are the footsteps?
Hey, Stefano, where are you hiding? Are you stuck on a map somewhere?
Perception check.
Oh yeah, I want to look at the pile of dead bodies.
All right.
Yeah.
So go in investigation or perception, whatever's higher.
Ooh.
Do we know what Stefan looks like?
19.
He's a guy, like a human guy.
So
Thank you, that
you
narrows it
walk
down.
up to this pile, and you're kind of poking around, and you poke. Oh! Ow!
No, that's not a dead guy noise.
No, that's a live guy noise.
I'm not alive.
Are
No,
you
really, I'm not alive.
Are you sure?
Oh my God, the Macy guy was right.
Please don't kill me.
How could we kill you if you're not alive? Who are you looking at?
Are you Stefano?
Yeah. Are you not here to kill me?
I would like to use eyes
Not
of the
yet.
grave just to make sure there aren't any undead in our presence.
Definitely no undead, but everything. He's like inside of a pile of dead bodies, obviously trying to pretend that he's dead.
If you're Stefan, we're here to rescue you.
Oh
as
God,
opposed
thank
to
you.
kill
Oh,
you.
I've just been here and this place smells so weird. You do notice that it's like, smells like bread. Like we're yeasty. But not like the good bread, just like that weird.
Pretty good in here.
So there used to be a subway in here.
Advantage for Erica. Alright, so.
We're here on a we're here on a rescue mission.
What?
What is going on?
I don't know.
So puts this crying. I don't know.
We'll do ADR on it later then.
We'll figure it out.
I take the last remaining pieces of my boot off of my foot because it's like completely burst off now. What does my foot look like?
You've got a.
I like this gesture.
You've got like a crow claw coming out. You take your boot off and it's like.
Hell yeah, Brad. Whoa, that looks pretty cool.
Do you tell me?
It was that or a paw, and I just rolled.
I mean, it's like just out of the shoe now.
It's so scary here, and I just need to know what. And they're like, there's all these dead things, and then every hour, like they all get up, and then they all go back to the door, and then they all suffocate, and then they all like kind of crawl into this pile and die. And
Could
it's
it
just
be
like, I don't
the
even know
undead?
how long I've been here.
It could be the undead.
Why did they talk like that?
Quite
I've got
sure.
no idea.
Why do you talk like that?
Perhaps you should just get off out of the pile so we can go now.
He like gets up and out and he's like, I've been here for a really long time and my suit's getting itchy. You recognize it as a Mornland suit. So it's like something that people would wear to go into the Mornlands that you didn't get. Yeah. But his suit is like all open and it's basically deteriorating.
Does he look like a normal human to us? Okay.
He's not undead.
And he's not like mutated.
And more meant, does he have mutations? Yeah.
He's not. He's not mutated. Nobody paid for that. But he's not dead. I'd like to get out of here.
All right. Well, we are here on the rescue team. We are here on the rescue.
What?
We are here on the rescue team, so please come with us.
Okay.
And get the shot, and she extends her hand very dramatically.
This man, just like,
I'm not sure you want to touch that. She's me too.
he's got like that, was it floppy hair? Where it's like a floppy prince hair, you know? He's just like,
Like He-Man?
yeah, like, yeah.
Perfect, yeah.
My hero.
He's got a mullet.
Galanda like turns the camera and smiles.
That's a
All right, let's go. All right, what is our extraction plan, Crystal?
We have to make it to the lightning rail.
All right. Well, let's go to the lightning rail then, team, shall we?
Where is that?
Oh, there's.
All right, this way.
Oh, never
You guys,
mind.
once you guys can figure out where you are, you can totally go to the lightning rail.
That's
It's a
right.
lightning rail station you've been to many times. Yes. But you need to know where you are in order to get there.
All right, the only way we can know where we are is to go outside and have a look.
That's right.
Should we bring a map with us, or?
Or not. We don't need to. He doesn't look like he wants a map.
No, if you just walk out, just follow me.
What would you like to bring? That was an example of politeness. I shall get what you require.
I'm good.
It's a good chap, Cinder.
I'm okay. Thank you very much.
You are very
What happened to your
welcome.
foot?
Oh. Isn't it cool?
It is very cool. I find it quite becoming of you. This is another example of politeness.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
I heard when you get to be your age, you get crow's feet.
That was really funny. It's basically like you can't reach your own point, like your vocal cords. Like it's either like way up and then it drops way down.
Oh God, no.
Way down. That's your
We're
mutation.
gonna have to fix this in post.
Hey, it sounds like you
Know how to get to the light rail.
Would you say that again, please?
We better get there quick before
Sounds like
something else goes wrong.
get to the light rail.
You know, and I.
Not the way you did it. It was more like, "Hello, is that like you know how to get to the light?" I have catalogued this.
And I thought she was annoying when I met her.
So the dwarf walks out.
I just-
goes
I just-
down the stairs.
I'm following. I can't deal with
The
this.
other elf follows. Oh my gosh, you guys are too funny for things.
Would this mean I could host a show like you? If I don't talk like this on a camera.
How are you doing that?
I am learning what it is like to be a human. Beep, 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 derp, derp, derp.
Remind me, spin-off series. This would be fantastic. We could call it Becoming Human.
So the two of you are outside. The air is rancid. There's a bit of death. There's a bit of stale yeasty bread.
Take a bit of coffee.
And the whiff of vomitus. You cloth up your thing, your beard, and it's now hidden. No one knows how short it is.
That's all right. I ain't got
And
any
the
pride
two
at
of
this
you are
point,
standing
anyways.
there. You recognize a building. You put two and two together for time's sake. And you know that if you go that way a bit, but you'll have to run in order to make it in time. Well, before you die. That's the
All
that's the
right, sure.
time.
Here we go. I turn around and go back and have a look and see if they're catching up at all.
So, do you guys follow them down?
We'll be right back.
After this.
They follow down. However, further behind, much slower, is
Don't worry, I'm on my way.
I look around for a cart.
I'm almost there.
investigation.
9.
Do you want to reroll?
I'll use my last advantage for that. Why not? That's better. That'll be 20.
You find a wheelbarrow.
All right. I got you. Get in the barrel.
Okay.
So one claw, crow foot hanging out, the other foot just kind of.
All right, hey, Sundry, would you cart her along?
Very well, I shall do this, for this is an example of politeness.
You are incredibly polite.
Thank you very much, and might I compliment everything about you.
You may, yes.
All right, your hair is lovely, your eyes are lovely, your nose is lovely, your lips are lovely, your hands are lovely, your arms. Yes?
I just always
All right, it's
had
time to
the
go. You can
drama
finish.
angle, but like this whole character arc is real great.
Your
If
arms
you
are
guys want
lovely.
more mutations, it's $250.
Yeah.
So fun.
I'm-
Oh my god.
Make the mutation.
I'm taking Bazaar and
Everybody's running down the street.
Your legs are lovely. Your torso is lovely.
Also-
your insides are lovely, I would imagine.
Starting to get disturbing.
You guys, roll perception. There's a lot of perception in this game.
10.
24.
20.
20.
Cool.
16.
There's 4 of you, everybody but you, but you're like, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. You all feel like you're being followed. You feel like there's something like slithering around, not physically slithering, but like something stalking you guys from behind you. And you make your way, and you make your way, and the lightning rail is in vision. You see it. You've been running really, really fast, except for you. You're comfy.
I've been working really hard.
And you are moving.
As we're moving along, and we get this feeling of something following us behind, I'm going to say, you guys keep going, I'll catch up, and I'm going to move off to the side, and I'm going to Jackie Chan up beside the building.
Do we know where we're going now?
He knows.
He knows where he's going.
Okay.
So you go to Jackie
I trust
Chan.
him.
Boop, 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 boop. Acrobatics. Rogie Rogerson. Are you hiding while you're doing this? Are you hiding, or are you just doing it?
No, I'm just going as fast as I can. I have a ability called Second Story Work that lets me climb at regular speed.
Whoa.
So basically, yeah, when I say I'm Jackie Chan inside the building, I'm literally just
Amazing.
boop, and I'm like trying to get a lookout for whatever it is that's trying to follow us.
Boops are not just for robots.
That's
I have
16.
learned.
16,
Yeah.
you Jackie Chan your way up there.
Yeah.
And
I'm following them at their same speed. I'm still like with them. I can see them, but I'm looking for whatever it is that's following us.
you see. You think you recognize this creature. And you look, and it looks like the zombie mutant version of Captain Drago Hall, the captain who tortured you guys.
Oh, well, that'll be it then.
Such good
And
team.
he is totally following you randomly
Is he following
in the
me or them?
Northlands. Them. He's following them.
All right, then I'm not trying to get the drop on him.
All right. How do you want to do that?
I'm moving and sneaking.
He's a moving, and he's a sneaking. Roll for stealth. He's a moving and a sneaking, and he's moving. But does he jump?
18.
You are so sneaky. All right. So what would you like to do? We're cinematic, man. This is cinema at its best. So just narrate the crap out of it. What does it
So
look like?
as I'm sneaking up and he's following behind them, I'm gonna come quietly jumping like a ninja dwarf out of behind the tech thing with a dagger's race up from behind, coming down on this guy from on top of him. It's true.
All right. Attack. Make your attack.
Yeah, I
The
make
rest of
this
you are
attack at
just-
advantage
Hells
because I'm
yeah.
kind of sneaked up on.
Yeah,
there
you
we
is.
go. And we got one of those. And we got one of those, which is even better.
What
and
is there?
That's going to get me a 23.
Absolutely.
All right, here it goes. This is my lucky dagger. It happens to be magical.
Remember, I put out his eyes with the keys around my neck.
Oh, that's right.
What did you get?
6, 7, 8, 12 points of damage.
Hot mama. All right.
I've got him!
God,
What?
You, you say that, and Crystal goes, he's running, he's like, And just as the scrying crystal spins around, giant dwarf leaps off the building and just stabs him. Tell me we got that! Stabs him, and what you look back and you recognize that this looks like this weird zombie mutation of this person, human. Let's say he's human. He's human, but he also has a beard because I really want there to be like goo in it, like zombie goo.
It was. I put out his eyes with the keys around my neck.
Oh, good.
That's
So
totally-
yeah, he doesn't have any eyes. Thank you. Yeah, so that happened, and he's totally just got guts and blood, and he's running after you guys, and happens. But he also has what else? What else does he have? Give me a mutation for him.
Oh my gosh. He has, instead of ears, there are little tentacles that just kind of float around like this.
Ooh. And thank you. That's the damage dice for that his new tentacles. You're welcome, guys. that's sweet. So that happens, and he spins back. Oh, flail. Yeah, so he flails at you. That's a thing, apparently. But it probably means an actual flail, but I want it to be flail damage. So that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, he just got me.
Nuts. However, that will be a 11 damage. How you feeling, buddy?
All right, so when he goes and he hits me, as he swings me around, I'm gonna roll with it, and I'm gonna do that uncanny dodge thing. And so some of the damage like slides off onto the wherever it's gonna go. I don't want to know.
Okay, cool. So he...
Okay. I'm gonna say, "Hi, Cinder, I found a friend. Look."
You're technically incorrect in this assessment. He's not a friend. He was one of our mortal enemies. I put out his eyes with the keys around my neck, as you well know since you were there at this time, which is why I do not know why I am telling you this. Perhaps it is for the benefit of our newcomers in this party. Running with a wheelbarrow.
I love how he doesn't understand sarcasm, so it's great exposition.
I know. And as that happens, the tentacle tries to attack your face. However, it just goes because they're not long enough. It's a short ear tentacle. Now, I'm bad at this game, and usually I use index cards for initiative, but I don't have enough with me. So,
Do you want a piece of paper?
somebody else is going to track initiative for me.
Oh, cool. I can do it.
I have brain damage, so those are kind of the things that I lost in the memory loss. So, but you guys don't, so make it work. All right, so everyone roll initiative.
I am using a reroll.
I can use
Oh my God.
advantage on this.
It's a little better.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am also using
Oh well.
I'm using a reroll.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's not even better.
Mine was a little better. It's fine, dude.
I got the exact same thing.
That's amazing. I got an 8.
22.
They sigh.
We might as well be playing
Undead.
golf.
Smells like undead, looks like undead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mutant undead.
What were you?
I got 12.
Magic mutant undead. Because I'm the dungeon master.
That's right there. It's a title for your next comic book.
Thomas Toft gave advantage to Dodger.
Oh, thank you.
You know, it's that thing that it's got all the pictures in it. It's the only thing I can read because it's got the pictures in it.
All right, who's got the highest right now?
Erica.
Erica.
22.
Well, the 22. I don't know. It's really gross. I didn't sign up for this. It's super gross. I'm just gonna go over here. I'm just gonna wait, Crystal. But I'll just wide shot. Okay. And it's like he's hiding behind the wheelbarrow.
Set the shots, and make sure that we get all the coverage. You get out of here.
Little help here.
It's like,
All right.
I can't leave without you. Just kill him. Let's move on. So they got this. The crystal ball is moving around. What do you do?
All right. I want to do Armor of Shadows, so I can cast Mage Armor on myself at will.
Cool.
Sir.
All
So I'll just
right. Was it? I don't know what.
I think it's
Is it bonus
without
or
expending a
regular?
spell slot or material component.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, do that. Anything
So-
else you can do or want to do?
So I say, it's a lot more dramatic when I have my great voice, but I go, and it's like, and this awesome like wisps of smoke tendril up my body and form into this like crystalline pink armor.
Thank you. That is what I want to hear.
Yes. And then I whip out my wand and I call out for an Eldritch Blast.
Cool. So the other one was a bonus action.
I think it's a bonus action.
Forget it. Let's make it so. We
Heck
only
yeah.
have half hour. Let's do it. That was the
Let's do it.
bonus action.
Eldritch Blast. So
Give me your Eldritch Blast.
okay.
Is it a
2 beams
attack?
at 1d.
Do you have to attack?
Yes.
So roll a d20.
And then a 10. Oh wait, I can do. I have a reroll.
Don't you guys have auto crits? I
have an
know
auto
you
crit.
have auto crits.
I'm gonna use an auto crit for this one. Oh no, wait. This is only wait. Okay, I'm gonna use a reroll for this one.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
16 to hit, and then
Does not hit.
okay, I have another one then, and I will use advantage for this one.
Okay.
Okay.
You get 2 Eldritch
18.
Blasts?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's right.
2 18. So it'll
Yes.
yeah, 25. And then 3 damage.
Waka waka.
Wah! So, but this is my big moment. This is my first time that I've actually ever got to use my powers. That were, yeah, that's right.
Camera's on you, and then it like gets behind.
I go,
Like,
Eldritch Blast, and a
then it
tiny
watches it.
pinpoint goes.
All right. That's what happens next.
Next is my elf bro.
Am I within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I am summoning a spiritual weapon. Take out this undead piece of crap.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna now. Can you use it on this turn? You should.
Yeah, I think so.
Also, speaking of auto crits, Dwarf Puncher donated $100.
Woo! Thank you.
I'm giving it to one of you guys.
Well, I rolled 22.
Were you considering being like, and it's mine?
It said it was mine.
You should.
Oh.
I rolled 22 to hit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
So you can use it right now, or you can use it later.
I'll use it later because I rolled 22 to
'Cause you hit.
which I think is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Thank you for the boon, but it's more fun to me when like I get to hear my players explain things.
And it does a whopping 5 damage.
That's hilarious.
It's
All
like
right.
a giant spiritual sword thing, and it goes, bing! It just like,
Dong.
just the tip.
He just like he's wearing one of these, and he's just like on there. And then who's next?
Next up is dwarf bro. Look, I took very detailed notes.
Yeah, you know.
Well, all right then. So I'm gonna try and stab him again. That would be a 1 on the dice. No,
What were you gonna do?
I'm out. So I was going to stab him with my dagger.
Which roll damage. Yep, you're rolling damage.
This though. 7 points.
You're like, oh, this guy. And as you go to hit him, you see this oozy pustule just go. And you go to avoid it, but you actually cut yourself for 7 damage.
All right, then I'm going to use a cunning action, and I'm going to disengage and move away from him.
Okay. Crystal is trying to signal.
Oh. God. All right, people, let's pick up the pace here.
Next up is the gross boy.
You were the one closest to him.
Technically,
You
I guess.
disengage.
I'm within like 25 feet of him.
Okay, so and you were your spiritual weapon away, and you were Eldritch Blast away, and you two are still away. Okay, so he's like, this time you're not going to be so nice. And he goes to hit ya. One with a tentacle. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't need that crit because I got one. But the other one's not. So, therefore, that is a 16 damage. So that happens. One of the tentacles from his ear just goes as he doesn't even run. He does this like where scamper move thing, and it's like and tentacle. And then next who's next?
Me. How far away am I from y'all?
As far as you want to be. Where do you want to be?
I want to be able to like. I want to say that while we're running, I get thrown out of the wheelbarrow because everybody's like starting to fight this thing now.
Yes.
And then I want to run over to him and heal him.
Cool. Do that. You just got advantage. Thank you, Anthony Beale. So, here we go.
Okay.
Have we broken 3,500? We should.
Yeah, we're close to 37, I think.
Let's hit 4,000, buddies! Come on!
3791. We need to get to. Sorry, 3691. We need to get to 3750 for the next giveaway.
3750 for the next giveaway.
Let's do it.
Why stop
Let's do
there?
it.
We only have a half hour left, so let's hit 4,000 in this half hour. We can do it. You guys are amazing. Also, hilarity. Mutations. Cool. So, and he's about to die, so.
Right. So I want to cast Cure Wounds as a second level spell. That's a 9, but I'm going to use advantage. And it did not work. It's a 9. I assume that doesn't work. Okay.
Wait.
All you have to do is roll dice to
Yeah,
heal.
it's just auto.
It's
What?
Yeah, I'll let you touch me.
Okay, cool.
Here's the funny thing. So also roll a percentile.
70.
Okay. You have this. You get all the hit points.
How many was that?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
But you have this like. You cough and you feel like you're definitely poisoned all of a sudden.
What did you do?
Like.
I healed you. You're welcome.
I feel like I've been out all night drinking.
What? Who's next and who's on deck? We'll double time
is
this.
Warforged Boy, and then
Little hop.
Hostess Madeir.
Warforged.
It's me.
Warforged.
Symmetry is a thing that I understand, being a Warforged. And because this is what happened when I killed him the first time, he was trying to hurt Ash. I rip the keys from my throat. There are 2 of them. I go beep and boop. I now hold keys in my hand. And I'm going to damage him with the keys that I killed him with in the first time.
Yeah.
Because you've had experience with this,
Indeed.
you can wield them like they're your weapons or whatever weapons you were going to use.
Indeed.
And you get 2
with
attacks.
with advantage. Or advantage, as a robot might say. Or,
So you get 2 attacks.
okay.
And I'm doing this because we have a half hour left and it's freaking hilarious. So sorry for all you
So we should
rules lawyers because this
roll
is
that
too
one.
much
Okay.
fun.
We're rolling this. And we got an 18.
That's a
Ooh.
25.
We got a 25.
Fantastic. Now you roll twice.
And do it again.
We got a 4. And we got another 4.
All right, now roll
Now
that.
roll that again.
We got a 13. And we
You
got a
did not hit that. But the keys are smaller, so you're like, well, that happens. But you landed that one, so you got an 8, right?
Yes.
All right. So you're right up there, and you look into his dead eyes that aren't even eyes, or just sockets of goo and uck.
Do you recognize me? No, you don't, for I put out your eyes, and now I will put you out from this world, meaning that you will no longer exist. I do not know why I'm explaining this to you, but I am.
So basically, the next things happen as you are saying this to
Yes.
him. What are you doing?
Also-
I see that he's monologuing,
Yeah.
and so I summon all of my store-bought powers, and I shout, "Witch Bolt!" And I'm gonna do a wishful. I'm gonna do an auto crit on that one, and
Yeah.
it's 3d12 lightning damage.
Do it.
So is that, since it's a crit, do I just go?
Just do it.
Do I roll for it? Or?
No, just
Okay,
do it.
so
60-12, yeah.
Yeah, 60-12.
Yeah.
And okay. Oh God.
The sorrow
Somebody
that
have
I feel
12?
inside.
Someone do math. Someone do math.
Somebody do math for me.
Someone do math.
What?
What was
Yeah,
it?
12,
And
3,
15,
15.
3,
18,
4,
22,
5,
27,
10.
37.
And
Cool,
is there one
that's
more?
it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then so that, and then 1d12
brains, guys.
each additional round. This spell is maintained. Thank you.
So
for
what was the total of that?
37.
37.
37. Oh man, you hurt this guy good. Okay, so that's.
God, I really wanted you
That's
to be the one who
20.
just sort of been so poetic.
Ooh, this guy look. You know how he's like dead? Well, he looks like he's getting close to dead again.
Take that!
So what is? Oh yeah. Also, roll percentile.
Oh gosh.
Oh dear.
0, which would be, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So also, how much is that? A D12?
Yes.
Roll a D12.
12.
So you're casting this, zzz, and you blast it off, and it totally hits, and it seeps in, and suddenly I think you have to channel it, right? So that it keeps going. It feeds back, and you get zapped for 12 damage. Yeah, man, Morelands are nuts.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
3701, we are getting close. Yeah. 250 mutation. Somebody do something else to someone else.
I'm gonna Sacred Flame.
All right.
So he has to roll a dex save.
I rolled a 2.
That is less than 15.
Also, roll damage, also roll percentile.
13 damage, and percentile is 10.
Okay, so you. All right. Well, okay. That doesn't. Well, how do I do that? Oh, okay. So you sacred flame him. He goes down, just like things burn off, and then roll a damage from that.
Oh. 7.
And he comes back up, just like pieces of him coming back, and it almost looks like a weird like time loop thing that happens.
That usually works better.
All right, next up.
Next up is Dwarf Boy.
All right. I'm not feeling very good, so I guess I'll give it a better shot. Actually, I have a better idea. Since I'm not feeling very good, what I'm going to do is tap him across the back with my blade, and I'm going to distract him from my friend so he gets a better shot. I'm going to use the help action.
Okay, nice.
I'm done.
Next.
Next up is Gross Boy.
Not looking at you. He's like looking at you, but he's not looking at you. And then 2 tentacles go to whip at you. But do they? Ooh, that's not hit, but one of them definitely hits for, that's 23, and then that's a 1d2, and that's a 9 damage. Like that part, that cool scar you got right here, he, and ear tentacle whips it, and it just kind of cracks it open even more. Next.
Even cooler.
I didn't realize just how close this dude was because I was focusing on him. So when I look over and see him, I go, "Ugh!" and I magic missile at him.
Awesome. So you do it to the point where he's dead, is that what I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, because, like, you know, the spell slot.
Oh,
Go
yes.
ahead. How many would you like to kill him for?
Well, I actually... Yeah, you know what? 3rd, whatever. I'll like super overkill him because he's gross. It like really weirded me out.
Oh, it happens. It just happens.
Great, he's
Magic
dead.
missile. So
I rolled very well. So.
what does magic missile hits? Thanks, magic missile. What does it look like when you kill this tentacle-eared thing?
Look, the footage will look really impressive, so that's really what matters in the end. But it's me turning to look at him and going, "Ugh," and just like all of, like way too much power just blasts at him and throws him across all of this space that we were running from before, and he just gets blasted away from everybody.
And as each magic missile hits in different colors, it creates these little tiny void black hole things that kind of explode and suck back up and then explode again, and just one by one pieces of him just disintegrate into nothingness. And he's gone.
And I just give you a nod, like, yeah, you did.
That was incredible! We had an amazing end to the battle. We had a revenge shot. We had a noble sacrifice. And we had a weird time skip thing. Crystal, we got all of that, right?
And you
All right,
like
let's
look
get to
over.
the light station.
So you guys see the lightning rail station. It looks like at one point it was this big, beautiful, bustling train station that looked like maybe the one in London, you know, that really big, pretty one?
Yeah, yeah.
But now it's empty and desolate. And as you guys approach, it almost looks like a train station graveyard. The beautiful lightning rail trains are void of the elementals that resided in them, that made them run.
And no shards, because shards and elementals run the light rail.
You do know this.
I do know this.
You walk up, you don't see any, like anything. It's just those things. But you know that there is shoot, what is the name of that thing? It's like a radio tower type thing with all the people in there organizing. That.
A control
Air
tower.
control,
Traffic
traffic
control?
control.
It's like a train control center. Reroll for Dodger. Thanks,
Sick, thank you.
Thorfinn of Iceland.
Aw, thanks, Thorfinn.
Yeah.
Those are my viewers.
Yes. So, you know that there is that. There might be something in there that might be able to help you. Actually, what time is it? There's something in there that'll help you. And it's not very far away at all.
But is this something that we have to do and let them escape?
What are you talking about?
If we go up there to get what we need and power up the light rail,
Yeah.
we don't have time to get on the light rail.
That's not true. That's not true.
It might be
Oh, but like for the TV show, right? Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to stay behind, right?
Yes, they will stay.
When you wait, what?
It's gonna be really
Yeah.
sad. See, we had so
Sacrifice.
many harsh words between us.
Yes.
And it'll be
I will
very
save
sad.
you all. There is only one thing I demand. Ask me nicely. Be polite.
Please.
Will you please sacrifice yourself for us?
I will.
Cool.
It has been an amazing adventure. I don't know you. Your voice is odd. And yet, off I go to save you.
Yeah.
With 15 minutes left, we got
I charged
$100
toward the
for
light rail
you.
station.
What was $100 again? That was an auto crit.
Oh, sick. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we need more auto crits. We need more auto crits.
I go to the control station.
It's not very far.
I get there.
Fairhaven bursts into very dramatic tears. But possibly for the first time in her life, they were very genuine.
And you say this speech, and everybody's like, yeah. And you turn around, and the place you're going is like right next door.
This journey that I take will be long and perilous, this I know. And yet I will embark on this journey, for we are one. We are brethren. We have time to spare.
It's right there.
What?
It's right
That's
there.
like Ash reaches over and he grabs the door and he
I
opens
get there.
3 minutes to go.
I go to the booth, the control booth.
2:58. So you go to the control
Yes.
booth, you run around, you find instruction manual. Not very hard to find, funny enough. And what it does say,
Ha ha ha.
haha,
It's
what
funny.
you see is you need these shards and you need lightning elemental. So,
Remember the speech that I did that was pretty?
Yes, I'm crying under my mask.
Forget that part.
Oh, okay.
We need shards and a lightning elemental.
the shards, you know, are easy to find. There's like a storage room just in the back of this little area.
Okay.
But you don't know where the elementals are. You'll have to go look for them.
Excuse me. Are there any elementals in here?
Crystal,
I'll start looking
where
around.
are we gonna find it?
If somebody donates, we have 15 minutes left. They have 3 minutes on the less than 3 minutes on the clock. If you donate $100 right now, I'll give them an extra 5 minutes.
We hurry. I know where the shards are. I hurry towards where the shards are.
Crystal, where are we gonna find an elemental?
We gotta look around.
I started hunting around.
All right.
So I need to
Looking
roll.
around.
So
I'm going to look for shards.
you can get to the shards.
Okay.
Who is going to stay at the shards and who is going to hunt for the elementals?
I'll
Does
hunt
he
for
need
an
help?
elemental.
Elemental.
shards.
He will need help with the shards.
I'll go with him.
All right,
Now that
shards.
we're pros.
Shards.
I'll go. Let's go for the elemental.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys get the shards. You see the shards. You see that there's a cart, but the shards are not in the cart. And when you come towards it, especially, you feel this electricity emanating from them. You figure that you need to figure a way to get the shards from there into the cart into one of the trains.
It seems like they might electrocute us.
Yes.
And yet I am a robot.
Oh, we got bits donated. Oh yeah, you guys can donate bits. You
I'm
are
a robot. I shall pick up a shard.
Warforged.
Warforged.
Okay.
I shall pick up a shard and attempt to put it in,
All right.
even though it may electrocute me. This I do for my brethren while not giving the speech that I'm currently doing.
You reach for it, and something happens. Oh, Baba.
The Babadook shows up. Babadook.
What an icon.
25 points of damage as you go to grab it
Very
with
well.
your bare hands.
I would like to try to use Mage Hand to pick them up and put them in the.
Very good idea. You, one at a time. Boom, boom. It's a little bit of a process. It'll take you a minute or so. What are you guys doing at the lightning round?
I'm hunting around.
Yeah, we're looking around.
So you guys are looking around, and
Was I able to, even though it got me?
Oh,
it
man.
damaged me. Am I able to put it in?
oh shit! $100 just donated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Anar Bjornsson.
Thank you.
And we reached 4,000. Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
So that is also a auto crit for Dodger and 5 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
So that is 5 minutes. You guys are.
Can we hear or anything, or since it's a lightning?
Here, boom. You could
Okay.
die.
Okay. So since
You guys look around. Boom, boom, boom.
Since it's lightning,
you
can we,
you see a couple of them, and they're just kind of like wandering about, and you don't they don't have a purpose. They're just kind of wandering. How would you like to get them in the thing?
I'm gonna use Fey
You guys
presence.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna use Fey presence and charm one. I think.
Okay, is it an automatic thing, or do I roll a
It's an action. It's just an action. Cause each creature in a 10-foot cube to make a Wisdom saving throw against a Warlock spell save DC.
What's the DC? I rolled a 10. It should say.
Where is it?
On your spell page.
Yeah,
on
it
top.
should just
On my spell
say.
page.
It should be highlighted, maybe.
15.
Cool. You charmed a lightning elemental.
Yay! Get my stuff. It's gonna be great. Oh my god, you're a star! Come on, let's go!
So
It's
you guys.
probably her voice.
You guys run to the lightning rail. They're slowly mage hand, and you guys make it back to the thing. the elemental's just looking at the lightning room. Like it forgot what it's supposed to do.
What do I do?
I don't know. Gotta convince it to go inside.
What does the instruction book say?
I look at the instruction book.
You look at the instruction book, and essentially you have to escort it to this area and figure a way to bind it to the lightning rail.
So it is charmed by you.
I got an extra pair of shoelaces.
If you escort it, and we shall bring the shards.
Oh my God! There's $100, $200 donations from Mute, Aesop, Sonics, Anime. Let's see. We'll just give you a mutation. What a mutation? We're gonna give you head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Knees and toes.
Toes. You have a matching claw on your foot. Bust out of you guys. One has a left, one has a right. Okay, so how are you going to bind it to this? And you have 2 minutes 33 seconds. Quick, on your feet.
It's hard right now.
Can I try to use shock and grasp to like hold on to it without hurting myself and like pull it over?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Totally. Now you have to. Is it a your dex or what is it? A saving throw or is it an attack?
It's an attack.
It's technically an attack.
Okay,
but
what'd you
it
get?
wouldn't hurt
What'd you
him,
get?
right?
No, but I just want to know.
Okay.
Maybe we'll convince it depending on how intense it is.
Okay, it's 16 plus 6.
Hot damn. You escort this lightning elemental. And he goes, and you take him towards the engine area, and he looks at you, and you see him kind of like, whoa, 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 as he like bows. And then he does this like cool, like magical, spinny thing, like, what it is, something you are really impressed with. And he just like, slow motion lightning, and he just wraps himself around this engine chamber, whatever they use for lightning rails, and this big ring, this the entire lightning rail thing just all lights up, and you guys now have a running lightning rail, and you have 1 minute. And you guys all jump on the lightning rail, and your skin is starting to get itchy, and your companion, who I don't know where he was the whole time, he pops out of a pile of dead bodies, and he is, oh, thank God, thank you, and jumps on, and you guys make it out of the Moorlands with... Thanks to our wonderful friends, 34 seconds left. Make it out of the Moorlands.
Farewell, friends. I shall miss you.
Get on the train,
What?
Just get on.
You have gone. You have
So you guys rescued, you each get, oh my God, okay, so we have an auto crit for Darren, we have $100 from Nodworthy. Dudes, we can get to $5,000 right now. Please donate. What are we at? You can't even see this. Do you guys see this?
Nope.
Oh, it's like goosebumps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks, timer. Okay, we can make it to $5,000, please. That'd be so good.
What are we doing?
Okay, auto crit. You get. Someone's attacking you. What are you doing? You're gonna attack it back?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
What is attacking me? Tell me what is attacking me.
The nightmare of this monster.
The nightmare of the dead jailer?
That guy.
I take his head and I twist it and twist it and twist it and pull it off.
And you auto crit it.
Of course I do.
What do you do with the head?
I keep it with me as a souvenir around my neck.
Oh my God.
Along with the keys.
That's the first time I see him kill somebody like a ketchup bottle.
Where are we? How much are we at right now, guys? Do you guys? Why don't you each say something to the people who are here watching? We have like 5 minutes left.
Oh my gosh. I've been here for so many ChariD20s, and it's so awesome to see it grow and see you guys showing up every time, and I'm delighted to be here every year. This was super fun and silly, and I loved it. And it's been forever since Satine has been my DM, so I was just like,
This is my first ChariD20, and it's my first time playing with Satine. So, and it's all for a good cause, and it's just so fun. And thank you everyone for all your donations.
Oh, we're
And
at 45.34.
Oh wow!
Come
Oh,
on,
my
guys, we just need 500. So if I don't know what the next donations are for the next vampire game, which is next, but I think it's like hunger dice and minus hunger dice, which is super. It's like crit, you know. So $100. I don't know what it is. I'm just making it up right now. Okay, we have $100. Luck of the Damned, automatic success. Come on. That's cool.
Yeah.
We have 500. Avoid breaking the masquerade once. So I think that means that you do something crazy and it just avoids, which is awesome. $600. Players encounter a famous NPC from Vampire the Masquerade.
Nice.
250 is a messy critical, which is fun. I'm sure they'll go over messy criticals later. Let's see, $50 is a reroll, and $25 is a full stomach. Reduced hunger died at 1, which is a vampire thing. It's really cool. Real quick, say something to the
And
people.
if you can get us to $5,000 right now, we got the signed copies of the alt cover of Zenithars in the back. We'll start the raffles on those.
Yeah. Oh, and then you made the Satine Phoenix.
Yes, they've been giving those away. Every $250, we got you the Queen Sitar for your
We have
Adventures
8
League
minutes,
character.
which is fabulous. Hi,
Anonymous
Sex.
has the donation to the next game if you want to know.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
So let's do it, people, so you can read better than I do.
All right, I'm going to read some names, and then we're going to get back to you guys saying hi to your folks. Thank you guys for donating. This is incredible. We have never made this much money at this time in the charity events over the last 7 years. Keith and I have been, and Sax, have been doing this for 7 years.
Yay!
Yeah, so I'm hoping, like, if we can hit $5,000 right now, this would be a record. It's like, seriously, help us break this record. Mike Shackelford, Nathan Stewart, Wayne Molden, John Boltana, they donated before this thing even started. So they donated like 2 days ago. All the people who donated, we got Trevhead, Nefarian, SWE, Dice Action Fan. He's always in our chats. I love you guys. Cabe Bedlam, Mute Aesop, Anonymous MR, Wams, I Am Herder, Michael Bondurant, Juju, Ryan Rose, Ozai75, Mythelian, Rain Midnight, Kai Hawk, Character I'm gonna cry. I can't believe there's so many people donating and helping. Like, this is this is the best. You guys talk or I'm gonna start crying.
Since I have been left alone behind bravely, I turn to show my friends the head that I have gotten. They are gone. It is typical of my life. I am left alone and sad, but I thank everyone for the adventure that they have given me. If only I could share further adventures with my friends, but that is not to be. For now, my only friend is this head, who was once my enemy. And we start a new adventure. We move ahead into the future. Cinder and
The head.
the head.
And the camera spins around on you, open your eyes, and you realize you're not alone. And the rest of them are sitting there in the caboose, and they start clapping, and everybody's clapping at your performance.
And I thank them. And I wave goodbye. And I thank them each by name. And say, Ash, enjoy your new life and your new freedom. And Talan, create new adventures. You have the power within you. And Bazaar, you were the most polite of all, and I shall miss you dearly.
Oh.
That is all. Goodbye, friends. You mean the most to me.
You know we're all in the same trade, right?
The train's already moving.
Oh, yes. And of course, to our generous host, you have given us more than just an adventure. You have given us a new life and a new well of talking.
Oh, how would all of you like to be on contract for maybe 2 more seasons? This has been the best one so far, isn't that right, Crystal?
It really has.
No, thank
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get this foot situation
Yeah,
sorted out.
I have a bird foot now.
I do as well.
Oh yeah, we have bird feet now.
Well, if you'd like a Smirnoff or something, we can pitch that to network as well.
We need to like draw this. 'Cause this is so crazy. So you're gonna go back to what it would like. What would the Eberron equivalent of Geek and Sundry be? Like,
Oh god. It'd be pretty much like this, and everybody would be their respective races and classes of
Oh
whatever
my
they
God,
actually
that'd be
are. Like
amazing.
you'd pretty much just be you, and I'd probably be like a halfling bard or halfling rogue, and
so maybe that's the thing. How close are we to 5,000? If we get 5,000, I will draw all of these characters because this is just so amazing.
You guys might not know this, but Satine's an incredible artist.
Yes.
I used to be a comic artist, and now I also do that. Now I just hang out here at Geek and Sundry and Maze Arcana and D&D.
this is my first ChariD20, but I've been hearing about this for as long as I've known Sax, which is like 6 years now, and I remember him telling me about like, oh yeah, every year I help produce this charity event where we play Dungeons and Dragons for charity with Satine Phoenix and all these awesome geeky celebrities, and I just thought it was the coolest thing, and it means so much to me to get to play here and to have people donating for such a good cause. So thank you so much to everybody who's watching and commenting and donating. You're all incredible.
I was excited to make it here on time because you know that I was off making demon noises for The Exorcist on Fox, and they're like, "We're gonna need you
Is
till
that
4."
what you were doing?
Yeah, from 9 o'clock. That's what for the season finale. Our season finale on Fox, The Exorcist,
And
this
you made
Friday.
it.
Yeah, they
you made it here.
wrapped me early and I got
That is amazing.
That's why
we
my
just
voice is
got,
a little rough.
David Flegel donated $100. Void Smoker donated
Thank you.
$50.
Thank you.
David.
Phoenix Melody donated 10. Mwah, my darling. And we got typing happening on here. There's more happening. We're $256 away. Wow.
It's getting close.
Let's do it.
It's getting close. Very generous audience.
I know, and we have so many raffles happening. Oh my God, it's just incredible. Please, so basically, oh God, I'm so overwhelmed. We were $256 away. $256 will get you a messy critical or 2 auto successes for your players for next game. And even if they don't use it, but they should, because you should. Just thank you, and also please, and also, oh my God. So, thank you guys for playing. This is absolutely incredible. $5,000. We have so many giveaways. We have so many more of these. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kiss it, and then we can give it away. It'll be great. We have 1 minute. I'm gonna kiss this. The next person that gets a raffle, Rudy's gonna handle that thing, gets the kissed copy of Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Mwah.
goodness.
So that is a thing. Maybe we'll all make out with it. It'll be really fun. I'll just put it in the middle of the table.
On the last episode of Exorcist, I did have to play a sex demon, so someone was possessed.
I just got a thing here saying we got $100. We got $200.
Thank you.
Oh my God!
Oh my God. Oh my God. We're like $50 away. Oh my God.
Very excited.
Oh my God.
Very excited.
I'm not excited. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you guys. We love you. This is amazing. We'll see you on all of our shows very soon. And take it away.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Sax. I was sleeping during that show. All right, so how'd it go? No, we are almost at $5,000, which is really amazing, and we're super glad that all of you have donated. Here's a little update on some winners. We were giving away the amazing signed copies of Xanthar's Guide to Everything, and the following folks have won them thus far in some of the amazing raffles over there, which we'll talk more about how to be a part of if you don't know, although just read chat. True North Critter, X-Grave, Mistake X, NMSMR, Early Winter. Oh, hi, Satine. I'm reading the things. Come on in if you want. Just make yourself at home. the monkey. Sorry, Early Winter Star, the Monkey Princess, Stylin 74. You've all already won an exciting Xanthar's Guide. The folks over there in Maze Arcana can guide you to how to get that. Hi, how's it going? Yes. Is it working out for you? All right. The Extra Adventures League Queen Sitar cert winners are Ozai 75, Blue Lynette, and True North Critter. Hey, that's 2 for you, True North Critter. You're doing well. Also, Woms won one of the Xanthar's Guides. Congrats to one of our mods, Woms. Good call there.
They're really cool.
So, again, if you go over to Maze Arcana, which is hosting us, so you'll still see us there, or you can leave them both open and just mute one, you are entered in that thing to win, and they pull all the winners, and they take care of all that over there. So go over to Maze Arcana to be entered to win. There are several drawings happening very quickly because you made so much money so quickly for us at the very end of that last stream. So, it went pretty well.
I can't believe it. It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, well, they certainly seem to want to buy auto crits, which is definitely a good thing.
I think that's the thing. I think $100 auto crits are the best, and I'm fairly certain that they didn't use them all, which is awesome. Yeah, give it to me.
All right. We can show it.
There's a book.
Dave Bedlam and Steve Hoare, Hoare.
Kate Bedlam and Steve Hoare, Hoare, are both winners of Xanthar's Guides.
So one of them got whoever the first one was.
Kate something or other.
Was it Steve? Steve, you won the kissed version of Xanathar's Guide to Everything. I kissed it for you, and I don't know.
Yeah, make it easy for me to track and everything. That'd be great.
Well, we say
does it have a kiss print in it? I mean, like, is it visible?
I also think there's like a makeup print in it too. Yeah, see?
All right. Oh, wow. That's a pretty...
I got large lips, okay?
All right. So, yeah. So, we'll be able to find out. All right. So, so that's all coming to you. Also, by making it several thousands in that show, Darren DePaul and Jody Hauser are both invited on Dick and Johnson, schedules permitting. You just missed on Dodger, but you know what? I might just ask anyway because she's...
Wait, but what if what's the goal for Dodger? Because we can raise it right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, if before we get out of here, we hit 5,000, I'll ask Dodger on Dick and Johnson. How's
We
that?
have 5,000. We can hit 5,000 very soon.
Yeah, we've got to be almost there.
I think we're almost there because I like the way things are. I get extra notifications before everyone else gets notifications.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So also you can, if you for all these donations you're making now in between games, they can go to Jason's upcoming game. You can buy Lucky Strikes, you can buy Hunger Reduction, you can buy Automatic Successes, Messy Criticals. You can, for $500, you're giving one free break of the Masquerade that they don't get caught for, and for $600, players encounter a famous NPC from Vampire the Masquerade, which I think Jason is in rare position to demonstrate to us.
Yeah.
And Tay LXC, you do not need a subscription to donate. Anyone can donate at the donation link, or by using the button that is somewhere around there.
Yeah. So before we wrap up this conversation, let's hit 5,000. We can do that. I really want to talk about this adventure.
Okay, hit me with it. So to sort of pull back the curtain here, when we first started talking about this adventure, you were going to do it potentially with 10 PCs, because we had a lot of people signed up at that time. Do you think it would have worked with 10 PCs now that you've done it?
Yeah, so what I was going to do is for the airdrop, which I'll explain all that later, I was going to have them double up. And so basically they would go down tandem like when you're jumping out of an airplane. So one would have to steer while the other one tries to figure out other things. And I hadn't really worked it out yet because that whole situation, a halo drop is what people know. You jump out of an airplane. Yeah. Rudy invented the holo drop, high activation, high altitude, low activation. Feather, because of the thing. And so we've play tested it a couple times, and now I want to play test a tandem drop. I think that'd be really fun because then you have to avoid the flying manta rays and the bone vultures and stuff.
Nice.
So that was how I was gonna do it, which is like that. And then Chris Lindsay made the characters.
All right.
And one of the things he did was simplify the character sheet into one page, which is something I learned from Keith from the previous ChariD20s. Because it's nice when you can just pick up a page and go, oh, plus this, that's my damage. And you're not, it's more about the role play and less about the other mechanics and stuff. So this adventure is a mixture between the Celebutante game that Keith made a couple years ago, and it's a mix between that and then Rudy's GaryCon game. I kind of mashed them up and then kind of shortened shorten the heck out of them for this. But yeah, so it was fun. Two of my favorite guys and some of my favorite adventures. So.
Nice. Well, and so what was the biggest surprise? Like, what during the adventure? Where was the left turn that the characters took?
They didn't take a left turn. The whole thing about this was buy-in, right? Like, we're doing this. We've got, like, a moment to get this done. Let's just do it. And so that was nice. The thing that I really didn't expect was them, like, really role-playing, which is something I love. I'm, like, way more role-play than mechanic.
Right.
So that was fun. The other surprise, which is something that Ryan Omega came up with, at least I think he did, was the mutations. Like having people pay for mutating the characters. Oh my god! Because like the cool thing about the Moorlands is there's already that weird like radiation thing. So I was like, let's just go with that, and it worked out. And the players loved it. And now they've got claw feet and all sorts of situations.
5K! Yay! Congrats! Somebody stop Dodger from leaving before we ask her if she'll come on the show. All right, so
she'll say yes. It'll be fine.
All right, so we're at 5K, and we have one more 2-hour game in which to sort of hit the what's the most you've made at one of these before?
That's it, 5,000.
5,000?
That was it. We broke the threshold.
Oh, then we're no. Well, then if we got 5, we can do more than 5. We can get a couple thousand in this game alone. Certainly because tell us about Jason Carl running Vampire and why that's so cool.
So the thing about Vampire is he's running version 5, which hasn't come out yet. It's in its playtest. So what you guys are going to see is the latest playtest. I've playtested it at PAX Unplugged, and it was really cool. I like the way they simplified it and everything. But you'll get a taste of what's to come. It is not finalized. The rules are very malleable, but it's storyteller, the story. It's more about the story and the ideas of being a vampire than what you knew of before. And then we all played it in the 90s. I feel like I can say that. We all played Vampire. Yeah. This is different.
Or one of the White Wolf games at that time.
Yeah. So it's streamlined, it's sexy, it's easy to play.
Yeah, all right. Well, so coming up, this game is called Bloodhounds. And a coterie of fledgling vampires hunt for a mortal whose blood has special powers. Can they get him before the other vampires do? That's a good plot. I like that plot a lot. Amy Dallin is the gangrel animal tamer Belinda. B. Dave Walters is the gangrel protector Stu. Is he protecting Amy? I think he probably is. Eric Campbell as the Bruja rebel Mars. Heidi Cox, the Toreador artist Spider. Kelly Lynn, the Bruja activist Diana, and Eliza Pearl, the Toreador writer Audrey. You have quite the Shield of Tomorrow sort of sampler pack here.
That was an accident.
All right, so do we have another video to show? All right, so here's some words from the fine folks at Reach Out and Read, and when we come back, it will be Satine telling you to go play the next game, and I'm going to go and try and ask people if they'll come on Dick and Johnson, and thanks for that. And look at what your favorite character is in this next one, because we have more spots for Dick and Johnson for every 1,000, and all the other cool stuff. Maybe I'll kiss a book.
What?
Just saying.
2,000 for Amy Dallin? What?
2,000 for Amy Dallin?
What? I don't know what that means. Somebody translate.
Next game has internet sensation Amy Dallin, and surely that's 2,000 right there. Let's do it. 2,000 for Amy just simply existing. Make it happen. All right, Satine will be here when we get back. I will be going to do the thing. Here's some video and enjoy it.